Hello and welcome back to another video. Oh, look at Franklin sleeping. Just checking out how everyone's doing. Crystal is a child now. How crazy. Let's actually send her to go fishing so she can make money for the family. And she doesn't go to school until tomorrow, so she has time to go fishing today. Beckham overslept for school, but that's okay. Oh, those royalties rolled in. Ugh, someone's crying. No, who's crying? Are you serious? Are you just crying in the bathroom? Okay, let's have a bubble bath because I guess that's something we can do to fix your needs. Oh, Crystal just caught an apple. Let's sell that right away. These lemons we can hand off to another toddler. Let's go to Daisy. And this is a trick that I learned online watching some other YouTubers. If you put vegetables or something in inventory, they can actually eat them themselves. So you don't always need to have a plate of food out, but I've generally noticed that they don't tend to eat stuff in their inventory. So I don't know how effective that really is, but I've been working on it. And since we have 3 children now, it's time to redecorate a little bit. Okay, so I redecorated. I added a bed in the main house, and I also added a bed in the shed because we're gonna get a butler because this is a lot of kids to take care of. And hopefully a butler will work out better than a nanny. Because a nanny I have to keep calling and everything, so fingers crossed that a butler's gonna work. And it wouldn't let me assign the butler a bed until the butler actually arrived. But I did assign Crystal a bed because she is a child now. How crazy. And when you put the beds close together like that, it's actually still functional, so you don't need to worry about that. And finally, the butler has arrived. Oh, look at Isaac bonding. Daisy's so happy. And Crystal caught a fish. Honestly, those pop-ups for school don't really matter which ones you pick, in my opinion. Ugh, no, I'm not in the toilet again. Okay, you would think that the butler would actually do something around the house that needs to be done, but she's just sitting on the bed reading. I mean, there's a dirty potty in the bathroom. Like, you should be cleaning that. Oh, maybe she's gonna get up and do her job. Oh, finally. The one thing I hired her for. Oh, the nanny wants to come over for free. That nanny always bonds with the children's Sims, and so they'll randomly come over, and then you don't have to pay them. So I always ask the toddlers, oh, give me a bath, or give me attention. And so that really helps. And the butler's out checking the yard. Okay, we don't need these projects anymore, so I'm gonna sell them. And that's 80 simoleons. And we forgot Crystal's birthday, but I didn't see the notification pop up. She just aged up. Let's have Crystal experiment. She's been very helpful. She caught some money for the family. Oh, is the butler actually gonna help with raising these children? And they're better off financially than they were in the other parts. I mean, I renovated their house a bit, and they have a butler now. So it's a little easier financially because I've kind of figured out how to make them a decent amount of money. I am not cheating in this challenge, so they are actually making their money. The only thing that you could consider a cheat that I'm doing is I put the bills on auto pay using MC Command Center. I did that in the last part. And the other thing is I broke the household limit. So when the kids age up a little bit, I can start having toddlers again. And so then I'll be able to have more than 8 Sims in the house at once. So those are the only 2 modifications that I have done. But otherwise, it's strictly like from EA, the gameplay. Kaylee's sleeping. It's always nice when half the Sims are sleeping. Oh, Crystal's still fishing? I thought I told her to experiment on the little wizard table. I think that's actually what it's called, the wizard potion something. But it's just like a nice science set. But if she wants to keep earning us some money, why not? And Franklin, the newest addition to the family. See, missing toy? Like I just pick whichever one, honestly. I'm glad someone's actually using that building blocks table. I think Kaylee wanted it a few parts ago, so I bought it and just stuck it outside because no one was really old enough to play with it. But now it's inside and Sims are interacting with it on their own. And Crystal caught another fish. Look at her go! And while, in real life you wouldn't send your kids to go fishing and make money for the family, at least I hope not, that's something you can do in The Sims without a problem. But I am making sure that they're doing their homework as much as possible. Oh, Crystal caught a voodoo doll? That's awesome. We can sell that. Kaylee has so many harvestables in her inventory. And I kind of forgot which ones I have and which ones I don't. So I was trying to make her have a very diverse garden. But I think I just might sell all these harvestables because the garden's enough work as is. I mean, I do most of it off camera. And it's a nice source of income. I don't know, I'll think about it. The roses are very nice to use as fertilizer. Carl's guide does a really nice job on analyzing how to maximize gardening, so I really recommend that video. And that's what actually the video that taught me to use roses as fertilizer, because before I would literally just grow mushrooms and fertilize my plants with that because I thought, oh, as long as they're fertilized, it's fine. But gardening actually works in tiers in terms of fertilizer, and there's more behind it than you would think. I'm gonna send her to do her homework now. She's tired. She's sad. Poor Crystal. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday, girl. Look at him breezing through his homework. You go, Alessandro. They always wake up hungry and angry. Hangry. Okay, they're gonna go eat that and we'll have another plate to sell. Look at everyone in the bedroom. I guess that's what happens when you have a lot of Sims. They all try to go to one spot. I mean, there is a lot of seating over here. Unlike in the family room. Let's have Kaylee cook because our food stores are getting critically low. Let's have her not use fresh ingredients so I can actually sell them. Because I end up making more money by selling the ingredients than using them to make meals, so. At least roughly. Because even what is a carrot, like 3 simoleons? And if I use it in something, it only saves me like 1. send Isaac to sleep because he is stressed from work and he's also tired, but that's his only two critical needs, so we'll just take care of that by making him sleep and he can have some fun when he wakes up. I feel like we're missing some kids. Oh, that's why. Because we were missing a kid. We just had one walk right through the front door. Kaylee, go to sleep. Same situation as Isaac. Tired and low fun. And she's also super pregnant. But isn't she always super pregnant? Okay, salad. We can have her eat that. Has the butler actually been doing anything productive? Like, honestly. So as of right now, I don't know if the butler's worth the money. Oh, Daisy. Though, someone's stinky. But she's gonna get a bath. Okay, so at least the butler's good for something. Baths. I think that's the most labor-intensive thing about having a toddler. Because the rest of it, they can kind of take care of themselves. Because you can drag plates of food out and everything, but the baths take up a lot of time in the Sims day. Oh, Crystal can't go to the bathroom because I locked the doors for her as an infant because she kept trying to splash in the toilet like Daisy's doing now. So my solution was to lock the toilets, but now she's a child and she knows better. But she still couldn't get into the bathroom. No, she's still sad. Okay, Alessandro, he's playful. And Yomi, he needs to take care of his bladder. My new goal is trying to take care of whims as I go as much as possible. Because you can get a lot of nice perks from satisfaction points. There we go, 80 simoleons for that plate. So I wonder how high it's going to be by the end of this challenge. And when I do eventually move them into their nicer house, I definitely needed to bring that trash can in the family inventory because I don't want to reset the plate amount that we get per plate because it seems to be increasing with use. Which is an interesting thing that the developers put in. Okay, people are slowly getting up. So the craziness will begin. Honestly, I might just give the butler around for baths. Even though that butler should have put the plate in the garbage can, but she washed it, but that's fine. I mean... And she also broke the sink, so... Oh, she just fixed it? That was fast. Isaac's up, fully rested, not super amused, and kind of hungry. So we'll take care of that in a moment. Oh yes, Alessandro did some extra credit. Look at him go. Alessandro's such a good son. He takes care of the family, he cleans up, he does his homework, he does extra credit. Let's have him break curfew to go fishing. I think for now I might have to unset that curfew. But it hasn't been a problem so far, so... Waking the kids up to go fishing. Support the family. Feed yourselves. And the garden is ready to be harvested. And the trick that I like to do is I like to evolve my plants before I harvest because then you get more money for them. So I'm going to do some gardening off camera. And that's where I'm going to end up this part. Thanks for watching.